Now, hello everyone. I'm here with Brian Glynn, who everyone who who grew up in the '90s would recognize as the physical embodiment of Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and was the Hulk monk during the I believe the Fire Temple stage in Mortal Kombat Mythology's Sub-Zero. Let me be the first to say thank you for agreeing to do this interview with me.
No problem. What is it? What is the name of it? Hulk Monk? Was that my name in that game?
Yes.
I think. What? Hulk Monk. Okay. I mean, I remember doing it. I just didn't remember what my character's name was.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over 20 years.
He wore like a red and white suit or something.
I think so. He was like the buff monk that would attack Sub-Zero and would do more damage than the other monks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Plus, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played that game in a while, so.
I'll have to Google that one. I have to write it down and Google after I get off.
Yeah.
So look at that. Is it?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because the Hulk is known to be incredibly powerful.
Right.
Yeah. Well, first question is, what was it like portraying not only one of the ultimate villains in the Mortal Kombat franchise, but one of the most recognizable bosses in video game history?
What was it like to do the acting or just the aftermath of it?
Everything.
It was a lot of fun. Doing the acting was a lot of fun. And of course now I'm getting recognized by a lot of people. I get a lot of requests on Facebook and stuff like that, Instagram, from a lot of fans from all over the world. So I guess it's a good feeling to still be recognized in that genre of video games.
Do you think there is a place in Mortal Kombat for real martial artists?
In the current game?
Like in the franchise altogether?
I'm not sure. Like to be actors in the game and being martial artists, or?
Yeah. Like how Danny Pesina was a martial artist and was Johnny Cage in the Male Ninjas for the first two games, and he's a real martial artist.
Right. I mean, now you don't even. I mean, the way they make these games now, you don't have to be. They can just program your moves into someone else's body and vice versa. So I'm not sure. At some point, somebody has to do the moves, right? So you do need some karate experts in some respects, and then I don't know if those are the people you would use as the models as well, if they don't have the physical body that the Mortal Kombat franchise is looking for. So that you could kind of combine the two,
Yeah. Who would you like to see portray Shao Kahn in a future Mortal Kombat film?
In a movie? It's a good question. Maybe The Rock?
What about Vinnie Jones?
Vinnie Jones? I don't even know who Vinnie Jones is.
I think Vinnie Jones is the wrestler that was also Boagrius in Troy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because they say that he's supposedly going to be Shao Kahn in the new movie that's coming out next year.
Oh. Okay. Is that based on the new games, like the latest character?
I don't know how they're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because they don't show behind the scenes stuff. Like they just saw him like training with a hammer, which is Shao Kahn's most iconic weapon.
Right. Hmm. Well, they should have called me.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Yeah, and then hire Steve again to do the voice.
Yeah, I might be too old for the part now, though. They might want a younger Shao Kahn at this point.
Yeah. Do you like how Shao Kahn has been portrayed since you last portrayed him?
Pardon?
Do you like how the character of Shao Kahn has been portrayed in modern games?
I've seen the new 11. I'm not sure I like his costume. I think I like the older version better. Maybe I'm just biased because I played it, but I think the older costume looks a little bit better. I'm not really
Yeah.
a big fan of the latest one.
To be honest, you're not alone. I feel the same way.
Yeah, just the character they created is a little bit weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Retro all the way. How did you land the gig to be Shao Kahn?
I actually met. I was working out at the same gym as John Parrish, who played Jax,
Mm-hmm.
and he approached me and told me that they were looking for someone, you know, with a physical body to play Shao Kahn. So he gave me the contact number of John Tobias, and then I went over to Midway, and I went into John's office, and they asked me a few questions, told me to take my shirt off to see if I can fit the part, and he said, "You're hired." So that was pretty easy, I guess.
Yeah, because they wanted Shao Kahn to be like have an imposing physique,
Right, right.
not someone meek and like scrawny or obese like
Yeah,
Show, or like meek like mocap like in the Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
yeah. After that, it was fun though. It was a cool experience. I was pretty shocked that I mean, although when we filmed the games back then, we didn't know it was going to be as big as it was, and it's still big today. You know.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm a huge MK fan myself.
Right. I've got a few. You can see here in my little collection.
Yeah. The statue you got at the Galloping Ghost Arcade for Combat Con, and that looks like the figure released by Jack's Pacific that they did for Mortal Kombat 2011, or is that the Storm Collectibles one?
No, I think it's the old style. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone sent that to me,
Oh,
and then this one, I
is the
think
one
they made
from
statues of all of us for that one.
mm-hmm.
That helmet comes off. It's pretty cool. I keep that little collection over there
Mm-hmm.
on the desk.
And I've been trying to get a hold of a few Shao Kahn figures myself, but right now I have three Scorpions, one Sub-Zero, one Johnny Cage, two Raidens, one Baraka, which is right here, and then I got the Funko Pops, two Scorpions, two Sub-Zeros, and a Raiden.
Or are those the
And
same? Those are the same dolls. Those are the same dolls as this one here.
no, these are McFarlane.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen those.
Latest Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, so that's the new Shao Kahn in there. You have the new Shao Kahn.
They don't have a figure out for Shao Kahn just
Oh,
yet.
okay.
They have Spawn. They're going to do Katana and I believe Baraka as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do Shao Kahn, but they should.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a site for fans to go and buy. I'm just gonna make a small, maybe 5x7 that I can sign and send. I'll have to charge for it, but not a lot. Just something cheap because I get a lot of requests for signed stuff. But the reason I don't do it is because I'm not gonna pay for all the shipping and everything like that. So maybe $10-15 or something. I'll start doing something like that because I get a ton of requests, but I just turn them down because like I said. I'm not going to ship them all over the world and pay for all the shipping. That would get
the way the economy is now, forget it. And I'm not sure if you recognize this artifact right here.
What is that?
Oh, hold on a second. I actually have a second one right in here, in this little box.
Oh, that's pretty cool. The belt, right?
Shinnok's amulet. Made its debut in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero.
Ah, okay. Who wore that?
This is Shinnok's amulet. Shinnok, the fallen elder god.
Yeah.
And in the movie Mortal Kombat Annihilation, they made him Shao Kahn's father,
Oh, okay.
which is non-canon.
Right, right.
And they also made Shao Kahn the brother of Raiden. But actually, I know the mythos of that. Raiden and Shao Kahn had similar jobs, only Shao Kahn was more of an opportunist. And overthrew Onaga, the Dragon King,
Yeah.
by poisoning him.
Have you been a Mortal Kombat fan since the game came out, or did it kind of grow over the years?
I've been a fan since 1992.
Oh, okay. So I think that was the first year, right?
Yes, for the first game.
Yeah.
And I had to take a 3-year break from it because I was grounded from it for 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It
because I was trying to, I was out in the middle of a baseball field, and my parents caught me mimicking moves from the games. That, and so they said that they noticed that I was too obsessed with it, and so they grounded me from it for
Wow.
3 years. And
How old were you? Because it was kind of a violent game for kids to be playing back then. Now it's nothing now compared to what they have now, but back then I guess it was a violent game.
yeah, I was 6 years old when the first game came out.
Oh, okay, that's probably why.
I'm 34 now,
Yeah.
yet I don't look it.
That's probably why they banned you. You're only 6 years old.
Yeah, but then again, I used to watch rated R movies, which were worse.
Well, it's true. Yeah.
But it seems like Mortal Kombat was the only thing that left an impression on my mind,
Right, right.
and that was very popular at the time. So, and I was also watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, but they didn't seem to be bothered by that.
Right, right. Well, probably because you were so addicted to it too. That could be why.
Yeah. Well, now I have my. Now they can't ground me from it because I have my own costume. I have replicas of a weapon, like 2 copies of a replica of a weapon.
Which costume do you have? Who do you have? Which character?
Scorpion. If I had
Oh,
the technique, I would go as Shao Kahn. Another Brian as Shao Kahn.
that's a little. The costume's a little heavy though to walk around everywhere.
Yeah, like with the harness and the
Yeah.
epaulets, helmet, shin guard.
Yeah, it's kind of an uncomfortable outfit. Everything moved. When you moved, everything like would shift, and you had to keep adjusting it. You know.
And you can't use Velcro to keep it in place because it's actually attached to your skin. It would be attached to your skin.
Yeah.
And this is one of the weapons that I have that is based on a character's weapons in one of the 3D games.
Which one
This
is that?
this is one of Scorpion's swords
Oh,
from Mortal Kombat Deception. And to you European viewers, Mortal Kombat Mythification.
did you get that? Is that something? Is that the authentic, the real one, or is that just like a replica?
It's just a replica.
Okay.
I ordered it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Cost me $75 for one. So
Not too bad.
yeah,
It's
they're
a real
sold out.
real sword.
Yes,
Oh, it's not too bad.
but I keep it as a decoration piece
Yeah.
as well as the that I have. And when I
You
get
need
a
to
place,
take it to the Comic-Con and get it signed by who
like,
who who played Scorpion? Was that Daniel?
Dan, yeah, Danny Pacina, and also Chris Casamassa, who
You
played
have
him in.
to take it to Daniel and get it signed by him.
That's actually real steel, so they won't allow those in Comic Cons. That's real metal.
Oh, really? Okay.
If it was a LARP version, like a live action role play version, like made out of rubber and stuff like that, then I could bring it in.
Oh, okay.
The real weapon,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Because
Well,
I was
maybe
gonna.
you could probably get when you know who Doc. Do you ever go to Doc's Doc Mac? Do you ever go to his Comic-Con?
I've never been to Combat Con. I've been trying to get away. I've been
Yeah,
trying to find.
next time he has it, you could probably get it signed there because he doesn't, he doesn't check anybody. He lets
Well,
it get signed there.
yeah, but here's the thing. It'll be. I would end up receiving one of these.
What is that?
PSA.
Oh,
They would be inspecting my bags.
oh, oh! You couldn't get it on the plane. You'd have to drive. You'd have to drive to Chicago, I guess.
I don't drive though.
Oh, okay. Uber. You have to Uber be about a $500 Uber ride.
Yeah, yeah. I'll probably have to save up a lot of money. I would have to save up a lot for that.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm on unemployment.
Oh, yeah. Out of work because of the COVID or what?
Well, I also do some independent stuff. Like the documentary is an independent thing, and I'm also a photographer.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I use this for my photography. Like I do wildlife, landscapes, events, and stuff like that.
You like weddings and stuff?
I've never done a wedding, though I was offered a couple of times to do weddings.
Yeah. That would seem like a pain in the ass to do weddings.
Yeah, and I got to make sure that it's perfect and make sure that the bride and groom look good.
Yeah, if the pictures come out bad, then
You're
you're
screwed.
you're going to be the asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
But with event photography, you can like whenever I go to Comic Cons, local ones, if I ever encounter a minor, I ask the parent's permission to photograph their child, and if they say yes, I take the picture of the child, and I thank the parent and I thank the child, and I just ask a regular adult if they have any objections to me photographing them, and
Yeah.
like
And what do you do with the photos then?
I post them on my Facebook and sometimes my Instagram, and I
Oh,
also
gotcha.
put like a collage together, like of my like I like make a um video out of them
Right,
and
right.
post those on my YouTube channel as well. But since of the COVID outbreak, I can't. I haven't gone to any conventions. Mm.
Are there any plan for? Are there any plan that are actually going to go on, or nothing? Everything been canceled?
For this year, everything in my area has been canceled.
Yeah.
Like Saratoga Comic Con, Albany Comic Con, Empire State Comic Con. I only go to Empire State Comic Con because that's close, and so same with Albany Comic Con.
At those Comic Cons, do they always have stuff for Mortal Kombat, or is it just all kinds of? Is there any buddy doing Mortal Kombat appearances at those, or what?
No one has ever appeared that was ever involved in the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are the most like represented games there? Like what are people interested in there?
Like they do like Legend of Zelda, Deadpool. Like they also do movie stuff. Like they had most like the movies stuff. Like they had like Robert Englund there
Mm-hmm.
one time, and they last year we had Robert Patrick, the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and Freddy Krueger on the other, and there was also Ryan Hurst,
Yeah.
and my fiance wants to invite him to the wedding because he was in The Walking Dead. And back to the questions. Um, have you ever studied martial arts?
I took Taekwondo for a very short period of time, but it was really wreaking havoc on my shins,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't do like leg extensions for working out, so I gave it up because I working out was more important to me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a little bit of boxing. I would go to the gym and have boxing workouts probably for about a year. So I've done a little bit of both, but nothing competitive.
Um, what did you, what do you enjoy the most about being um, involved in the Mortal Kombat franchise?
Just when fans reach out to you on Facebook and say you're a big part of their childhood, I think that's probably the most rewarding part of the game. Um, there's fans from all over the world that will reach out to you and Instagram, Facebook, send me messages and stuff. So that's kind of cool to see. And getting together with the people who are in the game, we've had a few. Doc Mack at his arcades back in Chicago. He was having a combat con every year. So just getting together with everybody, meeting fans from all over the place. That's still a good time. But of course it was canceled. I don't think there was one even scheduled for this year. So maybe next year.
Yeah. Mm. I don't think there was one for last year.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have one last year either. It's true.
Yeah, with Shang Tsung's Fight Night.
Yeah, right.
Mm. Would you ever like to see a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter or a Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct crossover?
Uh, it'd be cool to see. I don't know that much about those other games.
Mm.
Street Fighter, I think was out at the same time as Mortal Kombat, correct? If I don't,
The first game
maybe.
came out in the 80s, and then the second one came out around the same time as the
Oh,
original Mortal Kombat game.
yeah. It'd be cool to see. I mean, just to see what they would do with it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy playing Shao Kahn more than the Hulk Monk? Oh, and you were also the Water God in Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. I almost forgot about that.
Well, I played Warhead in War Gods.
No,
Is
I'm
that?
saying the Water God from Mortal
Uh,
Kombat Sub-Zero, one of the bosses.
oh, gotcha. I mean, obviously Shao Kahn, because I don't even. I mean, I didn't even remember. I didn't even remember the names of those other characters.
And well, like the Water God doesn't have a real name. Some people call him Hydro and stuff like that, but they originally said we don't have a name for him. He's just Water God.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, definitely Shao Kahn. That's the most. That's still the most famous game, and not too many people ever come up to me and say, "Hey, it was a good job you did in mythologies or whatever." I don't even think they know I was in that game.
Hmm. Um, do you like how Shao Kahn um, was portrayed in like the movies and shows?
Um, I saw the movie. I haven't seen any shows with it, but I saw the movie. The movie was decent. I mean, it was kind of reminded me of a B movie. It wasn't like a
Hmm.
huge. I don't think it was as big as they uh, were promoting it to be, but it was interesting to see it.
Yeah, and Brian Thompson portrayed Shao Kahn in that.
Right, right.
Another Brian.
And I think he's the guy from
Terminator and Cobra.
yeah, he's from Cobra. Yeah, that's where I remember him from. Yeah.
And he was also in Dragonheart.
Ah, okay. Yeah, Cobra. I remember he was the villain in Cobra.
Yeah, the main villain.
Yeah.
And about wraps it up.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot, Brian. Good luck with the editing, and it'd be cool to see the final product.
And hold on a second, let me stop this for a second.